Hi everyone, welcome back to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having an awesome start to your day wherever you may be in the world. This is the weekend reading, and you're looking at me rather than the cards. We have a lot going on this weekend. So we have, of course, today being Friday the 13th, and then tomorrow is a new moon, which is also a solar eclipse. So there's lots of energies going on, and so I thought we could talk about a couple of those things. So let's start off. We're going to kind of go forward and then we're going to come backward. So let's talk about the new moon. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time, October the 14th, the moon and the sun will unite in the sign of Libra. It is asking us to sort of embrace ourselves, to really check in with ourselves, go within and sort of allow ourselves to sit there and ponder, right? To do some introspection. Kinds of things that we want to ask ourselves in this moment are, are we being fair to ourselves? How do we feel about our current choices and decisions? Like, are we vibing with it? Do things seem like they're working, or does something feel off? Those are the kind of things that we want to think about. Now, of course, we all know that a new moon is meant to, to go within and to think about the things that we want, the things that we desire. It is the opportunity to invite yourself to set intentions to help you manifest your heart's desires, your dreams coming true, your highest and best life. It is a moment where we can do some self-care and really sort of love ourselves up. It is a moment to release any negativity, to invite that new growth in. And what's interesting about, as I said, this new moon has a solar eclipse happening. So there's a lot of energies that are available to us, and consider using those energies to assist you in that direction. This particular new moon will concentrate on motivation and inspiration in the area of our relationships. Of course, Libras are all about restoring that harmony, right? Keeping those scales at a nice even level. So we're trying to create more harmony within ourselves and within our relationships. So using this time to rejuvenate ourselves through self-care, and other types of things that sort of lift us up, and to manifest. If we feel like we're stuck or lacking focus, or we're challenged in any way, or if we're holding on to a burden, this is an awesome opportunity to go within and figure out how we can turn this into an opportunity, how we can turn this into a new growth experience. Now, of course, solar eclipses are a bit daunting, and, we can feel like we're on some sort of a carnival ride. But this particular new moon is sort of urging us to undergo some sort of a transformation that requires us to look deep within ourselves. So that's the new moon and the solar eclipse. Now, Friday the 13th. And I do want to say, before I get too far in advance, well, I'll say it in a minute. Friday the 13th, often considered, bad omen, an unlucky day. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I just want to point out a few things. I went searching for some, information, shall we call it, on, where did the superstition come from? And there are so many thoughts and theories out there. It's really hard to pinpoint. But one thing I did think was interesting is that there was a man in New York called Captain William Fowler. He was born in 1827. Sought to remove the enduring stigma surrounding the number 13. And he founded a sort of exclusive secret club called the 13 Club. That group of people dined regularly on the 13th day of the month in the 13th room of this particular establishment from 1863 to 1883 before sitting down to a 13-course meal. And the patrons would pass under a ladder to get into that room. The banner above the doorway was in Latin. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I will totally do it a disservice. But it translates to, those of us who are about to die, salute you. And so really what they were trying to do is to prove the stigma wrong about Friday the 13th. And really interesting, 4 former U.S. presidents had joined the 13 Club for dinner or whatever at one point or another. And those were Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, and Theodore Roosevelt. Now, of course, in modern times, we know that, there's been the movies and, the novel of Friday the 13th. And it's become like this really superstitious kind of thing, right? There's actually a psychological term for the fear of the number 13. And again, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but I will do this. I will make a banner and put it on the screen. This is the term for the fear of number 13. And Quincy is in agreement. So, all of that aside, what does the number 13 actually mean in numerology? Well, the number 13 in numerology is not really considered a bad omen or unlucky. It is usually considered a sign of duality in our circumstances. Some say that the number 13 may be our soul's way of urging us to think about the fortunate as well as the unfortunate. In terms of like almost like, the yin and the yang of anything that we're doing. an exercise to help us to evaluate and reevaluate. This spiritual meaning of the number 13. We think of tarot, and it's the death and rebirth card, right? So again, that duality, right? That fortunate and unfortunate that I just spoke about sort of transfers over, right? You have the ending of something and the beginning of something new. So this number can also, the number 13 can also be connected to karmic and divine sort of feminine energy, which I thought was super interesting. So it makes it a number of intuition and wisdom, and one that encourages personal growth and getting on the right path in our life. Now, if we take the month of October, which is number 10, we take the day of the 13th, which is 13, and we take the year 2023, and we break that down the numerology way, which means we reduce it to a single digit. So October is 10, 13 is 13, and 2023 is the number 7. So you reduce the 10 down to a 1, you reduce the 13 down to a 4, and then you add the 1, which represents the 10th month, the 4, which represents the 13th day, and the 7, which represents the 2023 year, and you equal 12. You reduce that down to a single digit, because that's what numerology is, reducing it down to a single digit, and you come out with a 3. And I love this. What does number 3 mean? Number 3 is a magic number. It's associated with self-achievement, creativity, self-expression, and things coming full circle. It's a number of completion as well as creation, which is really interesting because it ties it right back up to that 13 and that duality. 3 is a divine number spiritually. It shows how the universe's energies drive our desire to express our creativity and our connection to the spiritual realm, using that energy to help us reach our goals. And I just think that having a little bit of that information might help us navigate the 13th day, especially on a Friday, a little bit easier. So with that being said, let's pull some cards for the weekend. Please remember that this is a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate, claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. All of my messages are meant to put a little pep in your step, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate throughout your day. And now we're going to ask Quincy to leave the table because I can't toss cards with Quincy on the table. Say bye-bye, everybody. Say bye. Oh, come on, bud. Oh, there you go. All right. So I have, appropriately, 3 oracle cards on the table here. And I'm not going to drop the camera down. I'm just going to keep it the way that it is. And we're going to start with the spellcasting oracle. So this is an area to focus on, right? That's what I'm thinking this card is about, an area to focus on. You take it however which way it resonates for you. Okay? Then we're going to go to the Moonology Manifestation deck. And we're going to ask Spirit to give us a card something that helps us in terms of setting our intentions and manifesting those. Or perhaps it is something that will help or will be the result of our manifesting. Beautiful. And then I have the Zodiac Moon Oracle. And I am looking at this card as where we're headed. The lesson or the clarity. Okay. Beautiful. Now, before I show you these, I'm noticing the colors in them. So from the Spellcasting Oracle, we have this beautiful card of talent. So when we're going inward and we're doing that introspection, we're focusing on who we are, what we're capable of, our sense of achievement, our sense of self-worth, our sense of acceptance. We're looking at ourselves from a perspective of how do I put my talents to use? How can my talent benefit others? The second card, the Manifestation card. This is the first quarter moon in Scorpio, and release your blocks. So we're going to release our negativity, get rid of that weight that we're carrying around. We're going to set our intentions because we've done that introspection, and we are going to start to manifest the life that we want. In order for the manifestation to work, for those things to become reality rather than just a dream or a want, we have to release the blocks. We have to get rid of that weight. What can we hope to learn from this experience? Where is the growth, right? What is the goal of this exercise? Can't make this up, friends. You got an eclipse in Libra and rebalance. Reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. Well, the colors on these cards, you have these greens and purples, right? Just, they're beautiful. And there's a circle in each one of them. This card number is 31. Whoops, sorry, apologize. This card number is 31. You can see it in the bottom corner there. This card has no number, but it does have an astrological sign on the top corner that, if you turn it sideways, looks like a 3. I'm just saying. All right, now let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. We're going to use the I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot. I mean, the way I'm seeing this right now is that if we want our relationships to work, if we want there to be more of a sort of, I want to feel like, I feel like saying like a fulfilling relationship, one that is true and feels like it's on a very solid foundation. We have to be fair and we have to be harmonious, right? We have to have our scales, balanced properly. In order to do that, we have to release our blocks, whatever is holding us back, specifically the negativity, right? Also, I want to say like luggage from the past. You've been hurt by someone else and it's difficult for you to trust kind of idea, right? Get rid of that. And the Talon card, again, it's like your self-worth, that you are deserving, right? Where do you fit in? Where do you belong? Where are you accepted by others, right? It's that kind of vibe. We have to make ourselves whole so that we can attract that towards us, as well as putting that out into the universe. All right, here we go with the, wow, I got 3 cards right away. So we've got the Lover's card coming out, right? Harmony, blending of energies, relationships, emotions. We've got the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak and loss, but an opportunity to recognize that that wound is open and fresh, pardon the graphic description, and take advantage of this energy to start to heal that, right? It is the understanding that I need to fix this so I can move forward. I need to put this away. I need to release this so that I can close up that wound, right? We've got the 7 of Pentacles. I love this card. Investment, assessment, and patience, right? You've planted the seed by releasing the blocks, setting the intentions, manifesting. And now you need to give it over to the universe and wait for things to happen. Most benevolent outcome is what I want to say. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. It's a lovely, lovely energy, right? This is standing in your truth. This is being outspoken about your truth. It's also about gathering facts and doing your research. So again, I'm taking this in terms of that introspection that we're doing within ourselves, right? We really want to rid ourselves of anything that's going to hold us back. What we want is to have this, see how she has balloons that are like light bulbs that she's carrying? We want that buoyant, light, happy, joyful feeling that we're like floating, right? We want that. We really, really want that, rather than feeling like we're walking around with cement on our shoes. That's an awesome reading for this weekend. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do hope it resonates. Please don't forget to do all those YouTube things, like share the video with friends, leave a comment underneath, make sure your bell notification is ticked off so you know whenever I upload a new video. The Sunday Oracle message will be out on Sunday, and I'm not sure when I will be live again. I'm sort of just sort of taking it day by day when it comes to that. But you will see me very, very soon, I promise. So, with that being said, I wish you many, many blessings. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.